Now at
The news with Gary Liberatore and meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Gary Liberatore.
meteorologist James Fazio in for Eric Gage this week.
And just like you said yesterday, it all depended on where that very thin band landed.
Yes.
And differences between North and South Utica, right?
Yes, we have a graphic. We're going to show just how thin that band was. And it was a big difference, even from one side of the city to the other side of the city. The north side of the city seeing about 4 inches less snow, 4 to 5 inches of less snow than the south side of the city. A big variance. And that's what happens with lake effect snow. That's why it's one of our most challenging things, but it's what we love to do. It's why we get up every morning. It's part of what gets me out of bed. Let's take a look at this morning's radar. We're tracking additional snow showers this morning. We are not going to see anything in the way of accumulation like yesterday. Temperatures are warmer today. This snow is not as intense. It's not as heavy as the snowfall rates that we saw yesterday. It's also moving through very quickly. This is lifting from south to north. Soon this will be primarily across the North Country. That's where we're going to see the majority of snow showers today. As for accumulation today, the only areas that are going to see any snow actually pile up are hilltops. Everywhere else is going to be just too warm. As you can see in downtown Utica, snow is falling, but we have wet roadways, wet concrete. It is piling up a little bit on grassy surfaces, but as the day progresses and temperatures rise, that will struggle as well. 31 degrees with light snow. Not as breezy today, only a 5-mile-per-hour breeze at this current time out of the east. Again, temperatures today steadily rise above freezing. That's going to allow snow to mix with rain at times and really limit any substantial accumulation. Accumulation looks extremely limited to those high elevation areas. Today, highs in the upper 30s with a mix of rain and snow that will continue on and off throughout the day. Coming up, we'll take a further look at who can expect a little bit of accumulation on those hilltops today. Gary?
Jim, thanks. The Supreme Court is not forcing the government to fully.
This live look of downtown Cooperstown is brought to you by the Leatherstocking Credit Union.
Good Wednesday morning. We're taking a look at your forecast in a minute, and today we continue to see unsettled weather, but we're not going to see that widespread accumulation like we saw yesterday, or that heavy accumulation in some areas. This morning, road conditions primarily wet on the main roads. However, snow is falling and temperatures are right around the freezing mark. Anything untreated could be slick. Be aware of that, especially on hilltops and side streets this morning. Old Forge, cold enough for a light blanket of snow this morning, as are most hilltop locations. Taking a look at our traffic flow, we're not seeing any issues this morning, and this is a completely different map than what we were looking at yesterday. Just numerous accidents yesterday. This morning so far, we're not seeing too much in the way. A couple areas of slow goes, and those are in areas, again, that are in the higher elevations, that are seeing some of this snow sticking to the ground. Light snow continues to work across the Mohawk Valley on your Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. This is working northward and will continue to work northward. The North Country is going to see the highest amount of snow today. If we referenced earlier, that very narrow band of snow dropped anywhere from 6 to 8 inches of snow from Oneida Lake down into Herkimer. Just a trace of snow to 1 inch just north and south of the band. A very, very big gradient across the lake effect snow yesterday. Highs today in the upper 30s, and that's going to allow rain to mix with snow this afternoon. We do see a very light accumulation on hilltops, nothing widespread. This was our snow map from last night, 1 to 3 inches for the North Country. The same is forecasted for the duration of today. This map is from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Trace to 1 inch for Utica, 1 to 3 inches for the North Country. Coming up, we'll take a more detailed look at those rain and snow showers. Gary?
James, thanks. THC seltzers, the beverages that have grown in.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist James DeFazio.
Good Wednesday morning. We're tracking light snow showers yet again this morning. We're waking up to some flurries across the Utica area, some heavier snow across the North Country. Take a look at downtown Utica, where you can see a very beautiful start to the day in terms of light snow falling in front of the street lights. We're not seeing too much in the way of impacts at the lower elevations either, which is very nice. Temperatures are right at the freezing mark, so everything that's being treated is just staying wet. Snow is having a tough time sticking to the blacktop. It is sticking to sidewalks as well as the tops of cars, as well as grass. However, it's going to really have trouble sticking to the roadways today with temperatures at and above freezing. Yesterday's snowfall reports, we had a very narrow band set up along the I-90 corridor and just south of Utica, where we saw totals of 5 to 8 inches from Herkimer to Whitesboro. It was a very sharp gradient of lake effect snow, a very big difference in snowfall reports over a short distance. Snow showers continue this morning with a very light accumulation, a mix of rain and snow this afternoon, and unsettled weather continues for several more days. Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. We have a widespread shield of snow working from west to east. It also has a little bit of a northerly motion to it. The heaviest of snow falling across northern Oneida County. We're going to continue to see this mix of light snow mixed with rain today. As you can see back to the west, some warmer air that will arrive later today, and rain will mix with snow, and that's why we're not expecting too much in the way of accumulation. This map was for overnight last night through 7 a.m., so an additional inch or two over the next hour across the North Country is possible. And then we're also tracking those windy conditions to not be nearly as bad as yesterday. Winds today only 15 to 25 miles per hour, no 35 to 40 mile per hour gusts. Today's snowfall forecast primarily across the higher elevations. High elevations see 1 to 3 inches, trace to an inch across the southern valleys. Today, again, that snow mixes with rain throughout the day today. It is a very gloomy day. Highs in the upper 30s with a mix of rain and snow. Tonight and tomorrow, that lake effect snow sets up to the southeast, to the southwest of Utica, and we could see a light accumulation across the hilltops of the southern tier. I look at today's forecast. Yet again, rain and snow showers with highs around 37 degrees. I look at your 7-day forecast, a very gloomy 7-day forecast. Unfortunately, we're in our cloudiest portion of the year. A mix of rain and snow showers today, a mix of rain and snow showers again tomorrow, some light snow showers on Friday, Saturday looking like the breadwinner of the week with some mostly cloudy skies, but we might get a little bit of sunshine on Saturday. That's our one hope for a completely pleasantly dry day.
So some precipitation 6 out of 7 days.
Correct.
Not too
bad. We're back in that time of year.
James, thanks. The time right now is 5:21 once again, and thank you for joining us for this half hour. I'm Gary Libator. After quite the lake effect snow yesterday, are we in for more today? And James, I know I saw some light flurries when I was coming in.
Yes, we're in for a little bit more, but nothing in the way like we saw yesterday. We're not going to see those heavy accumulations, just a light accumulation possible across the highest of elevations. Taking a look at downtown Utica this morning, we have light snow working through from west to east across central New York right now, and snow is falling in downtown Utica, but temperatures are relatively close to the freezing mark. Temperatures are in the mid to upper 20s to the low 30s even across the I-90 corridor, and that's helping limit snowfall accumulation on anything other than grassy surfaces. It's 31 degrees with light snow up at Griffiths and Rome, and less breezy than yesterday, only a 5 mile per hour breeze at this time. We're not going to see those 30 to 40 mile per hour wind gusts we saw yesterday. Still a little breezy this afternoon with 15 to 25 mile per hour winds. Again, this widespread light snow working across central New York. We're all going to see a very brief light accumulation this morning before lake effect snow takes over for the rest of the day. and it will mix with rain at times. Temperatures are going to climb all the way into the upper 30s, and that's going to allow that snow to mix with rain, especially during the middle portions of the day and the early evening hours once we get above 35 degrees. Today, highs right around 37, a mix of rain and snow. Again, snowfall accumulation will be limited to hilltops, and we're going to break down that snowfall forecast coming right up. Gary?
James, the House is expected to vote today.
News Channel 2 is brought to you by Holland Farms Bakery in Delhi. This live look of downtown Cooperstown is brought to you by the Leatherstocking Credit Union.
Good Wednesday morning. As you may see across social media and many places, the Northern Lights went quite crazy last night, and we've seen quite a bit of snow this morning continue to fall. We're tracking, unfortunately, that solar storm to continue, but unfortunately, cloud coverage looks to ruin it yet again tonight. Your Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar showing widespread light snow across central New York. That continues for a few more hours. A very light accumulation of a trace to an inch is possible this morning before things settle down and lift northward. And then we're going to see some lake effect snow. We're tracking light snow this morning, and then lake effect snow brings a rain-snow mix this afternoon. And snow accumulation is isolated to the higher elevations this afternoon. That is due to temperatures being at or above the freezing mark. We're tracking a slightly warmer day today. We're already up into the low 30s across the I-90 corridor, Little Falls, Whitesboro, and Westmoreland in the low 30s, 31 to 32 degrees, and that it's going to really limit snowfall's potential on any concrete surfaces. Grassy surfaces still may see a coating this morning. 31 degrees with light snow, slightly less breezy than it was yesterday, although it still will pick up this afternoon, wind gusts of 20 to 30 miles an hour. Again, we are forecasting showers yet again tonight, which is going to unfortunately lessen our chances of being able to see those northern lights. Coming up, we're going to take a further look at your forecast as well as a detailed look at the snow map. Gary?
James, thanks. A stunning bridge collapse in
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist James DeFazio.
Good Wednesday morning. We're tracking light snowfall yet again this morning, but fortunately, we're not tracking the type of accumulation that we saw yesterday. Several areas saw several inches of snow. We're going to show a snowfall report map here in just a moment. Downtown Utica, light snow continues to fall at temperatures right around the freezing mark. A light accumulation is possible over the next hour, although it would primarily fall on non-concrete surfaces, primarily across grassy surfaces. We had an extremely narrow, extremely intense band of lake effect snow set up just off of Oneida Lake yesterday. And within this blue swath, we saw the highest totals of 5 to 8 inches across central New York, 6 inches of snow measured in the city of Utica. It was a very, very narrow band, much less snow across North Utica, and big variations across very short distances. Snow showers this morning with a very light accumulation. A mix of rain and snow returns this afternoon thanks to lake effect, and it's not going to amount to much with the exception of a light accumulation across hilltops. The rest of us just see wet weather, and then unsettled weather continues this week. Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar showing that widespread light snow working through central New York from west to east. This is going to continue to work through this morning. Again, just a very light accumulation, at most a trace to 2 inches. The highest amounts would occur, again, on hilltops. Back to the west, we can see there is warmer weather beginning to work in, as well as northwesterly flow. That is going to cause that mix of lake effect rain and snow. Last night, there was widespread northern lights across almost all of the lower 48. They were seen as far south as northern Alabama. We are going to see a similar storm yet again tonight, but unfortunately, similar to last night, it looks like clouds are going to dampen our ability to see the lights. Today's snowfall forecast, a trace to an inch across the southern tier. Again, those higher elevations with that lake effect snow during the day today by 7 p.m. could pick up an additional 1 to 3 inches. Scattered snow showers this morning. As temperatures rise, they begin to mix with rain. A mix of rain and snow continues through the afternoon into the evening. By Thursday morning, we're seeing some snow showers across the southern tier, possibly a light accumulation across the hills of Madison County as well as the hills of northern Otsego County. And a mix of rain and snow showers, unfortunately, continues through Thursday. Unsettled weather continues yet again tomorrow. Today, highs 37 with rain and snow. Breezy conditions this afternoon, not quite as windy as yesterday. A look at your 7-day forecast. A mix of rain and snow continues tomorrow yet again with highs in the upper 30s. A couple of light snow showers on Friday, but not much in the way of accumulation. Possibly a very light accumulation across the hills of Madison County. Drier weather finally arrives for Saturday. It looks like the one completely dry day of our forecast and the nicest day of the forecast with mostly to partly cloudy skies and highs in the low 40s.
At least today's better than yesterday.
Way better.
James, thanks. The Utica Center for Development is holding that.
The news with Gary Libator and meteorologist James DeFazio.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us here on this Wednesday morning. I'm Gary Libator.
Meteorologist James DeFazio in for Eric today.
And what a difference a day makes, huh?
Absolutely. My gosh, we saw some horrific conditions yesterday at times. Roads turned very rough very quickly. Unfortunately, we're not going to see that level of snowfall rate today or that level of snowfall accumulation.
Good for us.
Yes, absolutely. Let's take a look at downtown Utica where, again, light snow continues to fall, but temperatures right around the freezing mark. So it's having a tough time sticking to any concrete surfaces. It is piling up on the grassy surfaces, but very, very lightly. Just a very light accumulation this morning before temperatures rise above freezing. Local temperatures are in the upper 20s to near freezing. We're at 31 degrees in Westmoreland, 32 degrees in the city of Utica. And we're going to continue to see these temperatures climb today. We're going to see temperatures above freezing, allowing rain to mix in with the snow. 31 degrees with light snow falling up at Griffiths and Rome and a 5-mile-per-hour breeze out of the east-southeast. We're going to continue to see windy conditions, breezy conditions, I should say. Yesterday we saw windy conditions with wind gusts up 30 to 40 miles per hour. Winds today gusting 15 to 25 this afternoon. Widespread light snow continues to affect all of central New York. The eastern portions of the viewing area, Fulton, Montgomery, Herkimer counties are all seeing light snow. Oneida, Lewis, Madison, Shenango, Otsego, all of us seeing light snow right now. The back edge of this beginning to work through the Finger Lakes towards Syracuse. Once this moves through, we're going to see lake effect showers develop for the afternoon. Again, temperatures do climb well above freezing today, and that's going to allow that rain to mix with snow. It's also going to allow snowfall accumulations to be limited to extremely high elevation areas and hilltops. Highs today around 37 degrees, a mix of rain and snow this afternoon with breezy conditions. Coming up, we'll take a further look at your forecast as well as the bus stop forecast. Gary?
James, thanks. The Supreme Court is not forcing the government to fully fund SNAP benefits during the shutdown. The court's ruling last night extended a freeze on an...
This live look of downtown Cooperstown is brought to you by the Leatherstocking Credit Union.
Good Wednesday morning. We're taking a look at your forecast in a minute and how your day is shaping up, and we're tracking some light snowfall this morning. It's not too problematic as we're seeing primarily wet roadways. 5 and 12 just wet roadways, 5 in Herkimer also just wet roadways, but as is going to be the theme today, elevation driven, we're seeing some snow on the pavement in Route 12 all the way up in Woodgate and Boonville. Again, it's going to be these higher elevations that see this snow stick today as temperatures are going to be around the freezing mark. 28 degrees in Old Forge and cold enough for a light dusting of snow overnight. Again, these are going to be the areas that do pick up snow today, while the rest of us simply see a mix of rain and snow and nuisance wet showers. Your traffic flow this morning, no accidents to report and no major slowdowns to report. A huge difference from this time yesterday to now. We saw numerous accidents thanks to that widespread that very narrow band of lake effect snow caused widespread accidents. We're tracking widespread snow this morning. It is very light in nature and it is not accumulating at a very fast rate. A trace to an inch is possible as this works through from west to east, and then things will become much more localized as lake effect develops this afternoon. Again, that very narrow snow band formed just to the east of Oneida Lake and worked just to the south of Utica and through the city of Utica. 6 inches reported on the south side of Utica, 7.5 inches reported in Whitestown. So we did get into some of the higher totals in areas. Again, temperatures climb above freezing today. Rain will mix with snow this afternoon. Despite that, the higher elevations will still see a light accumulation, a trace to an inch across the southern valleys, 1 to 3 inches across the North Country. We will continue to track these snowfall rates today. Again, as you can see in the city of Utica, light snow continues to fall. We'll look at the snowfall map for the rest of the day coming up in just a couple of minutes. Gary?
James, thanks. THC sells.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist James DeFazio.
Good Wednesday morning. We're tracking light snowfall again this morning, but again, it's light this morning. We're not tracking any localized heavy snowfall or any localized heavy accumulations, just a couple of light accumulations on the higher elevations. Take a look at downtown Utica, where snow continues to fall very, very lightly in nature and at temperatures right around the freezing mark, which is helping keep things from becoming too slick. Snow sticking to grassy surfaces, but having trouble sticking to any concrete surfaces. That was a much different story yesterday, as a very strong lake effect snow band formed just southeast of Oneida Lake, and we saw a very narrow band of higher totals. 6 inches measured in Utica, 7.5 inches measured in Whitestown. Very little amounts both north and south of that band, as again, very localized and high gradients within the snowfall yesterday. Snow showers this morning with a very light accumulation, a trace to an inch possible. This afternoon, a mix of rain and snow showers develop as lake effect snow and rain returns. And then unsettled weather continues this week. We continue to see multiple days of showery weather. Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar, widespread snow all the way from the most eastern portions of our viewing area to the most western portions of our viewing area. Fortunately, we are now seeing the back end of that snow beginning to approach Geneva. This is going to continue to work eastward, and then we're going to see things become much more isolated, much more localized. Again, temperatures near freezing, so this is having trouble sticking. Back to the west, some evidence of that warmer air, some rain mixing in back towards Buffalo. Once this northwest flow arrives, these are the type of showers we're going to see during the afternoon, that mix of rain and snow that struggles to accumulate anywhere outside of the extreme high elevations. A strong solar storm last night was prevented from our viewing due to clouds. It looks to be a repeat yet again tonight. Another solar storm, but clouds look probable for central New York. 1 to 3 inches is possible across the North Country today with that lake effect snow. The highest of elevations will see the highest totals, just a trace to an inch for Utica and the Mohawk Valley and points southward. Scattered rain and snow showers today. They mix with rain as temperatures climb well above freezing into the upper 30s. Scattered rain and snow showers continue into the night tonight. Snow showers across Madison and Otsego counties with a light accumulation. A mix of rain and snow showers continues into the day on Thursday. Today, highs around 37 degrees, a mix of rain and snow this afternoon with breezy conditions, winds 15 to 25 miles per hour. A look at your 7-day forecast. We're tracking showery weather to continue yet again on Thursday. A couple of light snow showers during the day on Friday. A light accumulation is possible ahead of our driest day of the week and our nicest day of the week, which is going to be Saturday. Mostly cloudy with highs in the low 40s.
Occurring theme here.
Yes.
Over the next 7 days.
Yes.
James, thanks. Well, today is your birthday, for joining us for this half hour after quite the lake effect snow yesterday. A much quieter morning. And James, I know there's some light flurries falling, but will things pick up?
No, unfortunately they won't. We're going to continue to just see light snow. The level of impacts that we saw yesterday are going to be nowhere to be found. We're not going to see that intense band of snow across the thruway like we did yesterday that caused numerous road issues. This morning, some light snow showers in downtown Utica, but just wet roadways. Temperatures are right around the freezing mark. Temperatures in Westmoreland and Utica right around 31 degrees. Anything untreated will be slick, especially north and south of the valley, so just keep that in mind if you're traveling. But the primary issues are going to lie on the hilltops. The sun will rise at 6:52 a.m. We're almost there. 31 degrees with light snow. A 5-mile-per-hour breeze out of the east. We'll see breezy conditions return this afternoon, 15 to 20-mile-per-hour winds. Snow continues on the Yorkville Battery Live Tracker 2. Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar continues to move from west to east. Very light in nature. At most a trace to an inch from this morning before lake effect showers develop for this afternoon. Road conditions this morning, primarily wet. We're not seeing too much in the way of travel issues on major interstates. The one exception to that, areas where snow is sticking to the roads, up in northern Oneida County. Route 12 in Boonville showing some snow-covered roadways. Temperatures, though, today steadily rise above freezing, and that's going to allow rain to mix in with the snow. It's also going to minimize impacts and limit accumulations to only the highest of elevations. Rain and snow today continues with breezy conditions, highs around 37. Coming up, we're going to break down your snowfall forecast and who does see accumulating snow today. Gary?
James, thanks. The House is expected to vote today on a bill to...
This live look of downtown Cooperstown is brought to you by the Leatherstocking Credit Union.
Welcome back and good Wednesday morning. Taking a look at your forecast as you head out the door this morning. Here's how the day is shaping up. We're tracking light snow this morning across the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. Widespread light snow across all of central New York. It's not adding up very much right now because temperatures along the I-90 corridor and in the Mohawk Valley right around the freezing mark. They could see a few tenths of an inch to an inch of snow across areas north and south of the valley over the next 30 minutes to an hour. Otherwise, things will turn cloudy and warm up above freezing without any widespread accumulation. We're tracking light snow this morning. A rain-snow mix arrives this afternoon as lake effect redevelops, and this is going to bring some accumulations to the highest elevations. We will show a snow map coming up in full weather. And yes, as I just mentioned, the snow accumulation from that rain-snow mix is going to be isolated to the higher elevations, primarily across the North Country, especially the Tug Hill Plateau. Taking a look at current temperatures across the region, again with temperatures near freezing across the Mohawk Valley, the snow is having trouble sticking to any concrete surfaces. It is sticking to grass surfaces as well as cars and that are not warmed up, and roofs, things of that nature, decks, but it has struggled to reaching any blacktop. A little bit cooler both north and south of the valley. Just keep that in mind if you're doing anything traveling, that in those areas, anything untreated will be slick. 31 with light snow at Griffiths and Rome and a 5-mile-per-hour breeze. We'll see this breeze continue to tick up today. We'll see 15 to 25-mile-per-hour winds this afternoon. Lows tonight, slightly above freezing for Utica and Rome, right around 33 degrees with a mix of rain and snow. Unfortunately, it looks like clouds are going to put a damper on our northern light chances yet again. Gary?
James, thanks. A stunning bridge.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist James DeFazio.
Good Wednesday morning. We continue to track light snowfall this morning, but nothing similar to the type of snowfall that we were tracking yesterday morning. We're not going to see widespread accumulations. We're not going to see heavy accumulations or major impacts to travel like we did yesterday. Take a look at downtown Utica, where you can see despite the snow falling, roads are primarily just wet. We do have temperatures right around the freezing mark, and snow is sticking to grassy surfaces as well as car tops, but it's having trouble sticking to any concrete surfaces. That's going to continue and be the story of the day today, combined with the fact that it's going to continue to be gloomy. Yesterday, we had a very strong, narrow, intense band of lake effect snow form just to the southeast off of Oneida Lake. We saw totals anywhere from 5 inches in Herkimer all the way up to 7.5 inches in Whitestown, with much less both north and south of this band. Very, very high gradients across that band. A big spread in snowfall yesterday from the narrow lake effect. Snow showers this morning with a light accumulation primarily would be north or south of Utica with temperatures around the freezing mark. A trace to an inch possible, though, this morning, north and south of the valley. A mix of rain and snow develops this afternoon, and we're going to see accumulation this afternoon limited to high elevation areas, and then unsettled weather continues. Euroflow Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. We have widespread light snow for all of central New York, and this big swath of snow continues to work from west to east, and it can finish working through central New York over the next 2 hours. After this moves through, we're going to transition over to showery conditions. Looking back towards Buffalo, we can see a mix of rain and snow, some lake-enhanced moisture coming off of the lake, a little bit more of a westerly, northwesterly breeze, and that is what is coming our way for this afternoon. A G3 solar storm hit the earth last night, and there was widespread northern lights across the United States. There will be yet again tonight, and tonight's storm may be stronger. It may even be a G4, but yet again, unfortunately, lake effect clouds look likely to prevent our viewing. Snowfall forecast for today from 7 a.m. tonight to 7 p.m. tonight, just a trace to an inch for Utica and points southward. Areas north of the Mohawk Valley, as well as the Tug Hill Plateau, northern Oneida, northern Herkimer counties, could pick up 1 to 3 inches during the daytime hours today from that lake effect snow. Again, the primary snowfall accumulations today will occur on those higher elevations as temperatures are above freezing even by late morning. Old Forge the exception at 29 degrees. Rain mixes with snow this afternoon, and we continue to see showery weather into the overnight. A little bit more in the way of snow showers across the southern tier overnight and into Thursday morning. During the day on Thursday, yet again, a mix of rain and snow showers with unsettled weather and temperatures yet again still above freezing. Today, highs around 37 degrees, rain and snow mix with breezy conditions, and that continues yet again into tomorrow. Tomorrow, yet again, a rain-snow mix with temperatures only in the upper 30s. Snow showers on Friday with light accumulations. We fully dry out on Saturday with mostly cloudy skies. Unsettled weather returns by the second half of the weekend. Be right back.
NBC's Ryan Nobles reporting from Washington. Meteorologist James DeFazio in for Eric today. And James, a much quieter day today than yesterday for sure.
Yes, we are seeing snow, but we're not seeing that high intensity, very, very impactful snowfall rates. Those high intensity snowfall rates are not, they're nowhere to be found. We are seeing some heavy snowfall at times. I know Rome just saw a very heavy burst of snow work through, but it's at temperatures that are around 32 degrees, so it's having trouble sticking to anything other than grassy surfaces. I know pavement off of the webcams that I've been viewing have remained just wet at this time. That will continue as temperatures continue to rise. A light accumulation is possible across the North Country, but we're beginning to track this band of rain and snow that is forming off of Lake Ontario. We're going to be tracking showery, gloomy conditions for the remainder of the day. 33 degrees with light snow falling up at Griffiths and Rome, and a 6-mile-per-hour breeze out of the east-southeast. We'll see that wind direction begin to change out of the west as this begins to work in from the northwest. We'll also see the winds increase just a little bit, about 15 to 20 mile-per-hour winds tonight. Widespread northern lights from a solar storm last night. They will be out yet again tonight, but unfortunately it's looking like cloud coverage will prevent us from being able to see it again. Today, highs are going to be right around 37 degrees, a mix of rain and snow and breezy conditions this afternoon. Coming up, we'll look at your snowfall forecast for tonight. Gary?
James, thanks. The State Department of Corrections is conducting a
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist James DeFazio.
Good Wednesday afternoon. We're tracking a light snowfall this morning that is going to begin to mix with rain. It's going to become a wet snow, cold rain mix for the remainder of the day. Downtown Utica has been seeing light snow for the majority of the morning, but fortunately with temperatures right around the freezing mark, we haven't seen anything really add up across any concrete surfaces. We have seen some snow stick to the grassy surfaces at times, but that's been few and far between. We're primarily seeing snowfall accumulation issues isolated to hilltops and extreme high elevations. 33 degrees with light snow falling in Rome, a 6-mile-per-hour breeze out of the east-southeast. We're going to see this wind turn more westerly and increase as the evening progresses. A mix of rain and snow this afternoon, light snow accumulation overnight tonight, and unfortunately unsettled weather continues this week. Temperatures around the state, we're right around the freezing mark in central New York, 32 in Hamilton, 33 in Rome, but looking back to the west, 38 Syracuse, 37 Rochester, and 40 in Buffalo. This warmer air is working in our direction. We will reach the upper 30s this afternoon. Your Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar, plenty of snowfall across all of central New York, even some moderate snowfall at times. A moderate band working through Otsego County right now, a moderate band worked through Rome, looks like another moderate band about to work into Rome as well. But we're seeing this lake effect band beginning to form off of Lake Ontario, and it's mixing with rain, and that is going to continue into the afternoon. This mix of rain and snow, where the high elevations do pick up a light accumulation, but most of us just see a wet snow, cold rain that doesn't amount to much. Northern lights tonight, going to be very difficult to see. It is a very strong solar storm, but we are looking at nearly 100% cloud cover for the entirety of the night. A possibility of a short break in the window around 7:30 to 8 p.m. in the southern Mohawk Valley. That would be about it. Otherwise, completely cloudy. Today, trace to an inch, 1 to 3 inches across the North Country. That's for during the day today. Overnight tonight, an additional 1 to 3 across the North Country, 1 to 3 inches across the southern hills as well. The rest of us just a coating to an inch. Widespread snow turns to a mix of rain and snow this afternoon as temperatures climb into the upper 30s to low 40s. Tonight, that rain changes back over to snow, and we see snow showers settle in across Madison County, northern Shenango, and northern Otsego County, and that's why we have that band of additional 1 to 3 inches of accumulation. We could see a light accumulation during the day tomorrow, but again, with temperatures above freezing yet again tomorrow, we expect it to be more nuisance showers like we're seeing today, snowfall that's not really amounting to very much. A little bit different tonight, though. Today, highs around 37. Rain and snow mixed this afternoon with breezy conditions. A look at your 7-day forecast. We're tracking a wintry mix to continue into Thursday. And by wintry mix, I should clarify a mix of rain and snow. No sleet or freezing rain expected. A couple of snow showers expected Friday. The one completely dry day in our forecast is Saturday. Mostly cloudy skies with highs in the low 40s. It does look pleasant. And then unsettled weather returns for the second half of the weekend. Sunday looking showery,
Snow showers Monday and Tuesday again.
So not the best 7-day, but it could be worse.
Absolutely.
James, thanks. We are following some breaking news out of meteorologist James DeFazio in for Eric once again today. And boy, look at the picture up north, right?
Yes, it's a big difference between higher elevation and lower elevation today. Old Forge picked up about an inch of snow overnight. They've picked up about an inch of snow during the day today. Take a look, though, at downtown Utica. Just wet roadways. We've seen just as much snowfall fall from the sky in downtown Utica, but at temperatures much warmer, and it's preventing accumulation from occurring. We're just seeing wet roadways. We did see it stick to the grass for a short period of time earlier this morning, but since warmer temperatures have built in. We're now above freezing at Griffiths and Rome as well, 33 degrees with light snow falling there. A 5-mile-per-hour breeze out of the east-southeast. As the day progresses, we're going to see this breeze increase. We're going to see a 15 to 20-mile-per-hour wind this afternoon. Not as windy as we saw yesterday, but breezy. Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. Widespread snow working across central New York as a weak area of low pressure works across the Great Lakes. We're beginning to see this mix with rain as temperatures are now, again, right along or right near the freezing point or above the freezing point. Right back towards Syracuse now, beginning to mix with rain. This lake effect band that is forming off of Lake Ontario, it's going to continue to drift southward. We're going to end up with a mix of rain and snow showers which linger into the overnight. Widespread geomagnetic storm last night, and most of the lower 48 was able to see the northern lights. Unfortunately, locally, cloud cover completely prevented that from happening. Despite the fact that we're going to have another very strong storm tonight, cloud coverage looks to ruin our viewing opportunity yet again. Today, highs in the upper 30s with a mix of rain and snow this afternoon and breezy conditions. Coming up, we'll take a look at your overnight snowfall forecast. Gary?
James, thanks. So officials in Texas are...
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist James DeFazio.
Good Wednesday afternoon. We continue to track light snowfall into this afternoon, but temperatures have risen above freezing for most areas in central New York, and it's not really amounting or accumulating at all. Take a look at downtown Utica, where the snowflakes continue to fly at temperatures just a few degrees above freezing, but that is enough to keep roads from getting slick. We are just dealing with wet roadways. Earlier today, we saw a little bit of snow pile up on the grass, but nothing really stuck to the roadways. Temperature stayed right around 32 degrees. We're now above freezing at Griffiths and Rome as well, 33 degrees with light snow. We have a wind out of the east-southeast at 5 miles per hour. We're going to see a wind shift as the day progresses. Winds will turn more westerly and out of the northwest, and they will increase to about 15 to 20 miles per hour. A mix of rain and snow develops for this afternoon. Light snow accumulations overnight tonight, and unsettled weather continues for several more days through the week. Around the state, temperatures locally right around the freezing mark right now, 33 in Rome, 32 in Hamilton. But looking back to the west, Syracuse is at 38 degrees, Rochester is at 37 degrees. This warmer air is going to work its way into central New York, and we are going to get into the mid to upper 30s this afternoon. Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar, we have a wide swath of light to moderate snowfall falling across the area. Again, fortunately, most of this is falling at temperatures well above freezing and not sticking very much at all. The exceptions to that are across the extreme higher elevations, extreme hilltops across the southern tier, as well as across the North Country, are seeing a little bit of accumulation today. We will see that snow begin to mix with rain as this lake effect band is forming off of Lake Ontario now. This will get its act together and then work southward across central New York. Last night, a very strong solar storm struck the Earth, and widespread northern lights were visible across almost the entire of the lower 48. They were even reported in northern Florida last night. We are unfortunately not going to be able to see them yet again tonight due to cloud cover. Cloud coverage is ruining our party yet again. 100% cloud cover for almost the entirety of the night. If we do get any breaks, it would be very few and far between and short-lived. If that changes, we will obviously let you know, but it looks like a very widespread cloudy night. An additional 1 to 3 inches of accumulation during the daytime today across the North Country. Our snowfall forecast for overnight tonight, 1 to 3 inches across the North Country, 1 to 3 inches across the hills to the south of Utica, the Mohawk Valley, as well as the extreme southern tier, just a trace to an inch. Rain mixes with snow this afternoon as temperatures climb into the upper 30s. And then tonight, it begins to mix back over, or I should say, begins to change back over to almost nearly entirely snow. Snow falls across Madison, Otsego counties, and then begins to mix with rain as we head back into Thursday. A mixed bag of precipitation during the day on Thursday. Rain and snow showers combine, and they don't really add up to much in the way of accumulation yet again because temperatures are similar to they are today. Highs today right around 37 with rain and snow showers this evening and breezy conditions. Similar conditions yet again tomorrow. A few snow showers on Friday, mostly cloudy on Saturday, definitely the nicest day of the forecast. A cold front arrives Sunday, which brings rain showers. And behind that cold front, some more snow showers next Monday and Tuesday.
Showers, showers, showers.
Saturday dry.
James, thanks. Well, doctors at Mass General Hospital in Boston.
Forecast with Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis. It's wet and just kind of cold out there tonight.
Cold, gross, cloudy.
Yeah.
Another display of the Northern Lights tonight. Another cloudy night here in central New York.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah, it is a bummer. We'll get it next time. But yeah, we're tracking wet weather this evening. Widespread rain, snow showers in the higher elevations. Temperatures are above freezing tonight. So I guess the good news is that there's not going to be any issues on the roads in terms of any slippery spots. And that will be the case for the most part over the next couple of days. Our season snowfall for the city of Utica stands at 5.8 inches. All of that fell yesterday during those bands of lake effect snow, which happened to be pretty much right over the city. This puts us above average for today's date and above average compared to last year. But again, it's very early in the season. We have a long way to go. Current temperature 40 degrees, a west wind at 10 miles an hour. We're down into the low 30s tonight. Showers, mix of snow and rain showers here. Tracking some unsettled weather over the next couple of days. Look at the forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. The Rome man accused of shooting someone in Sanger.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We're taking a live look at downtown Utica. It is a wet, chilly, cloudy, just damp night across the region. The weather remains unsettled. We do have some snow mixing in along the highest elevations, but even here it's having a hard time sticking. This is a live look at a very active Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Rain is going to continue as we head into tomorrow, mixing in with snow showers. It's going to be another cold afternoon. Temperatures will be in the upper 30s. The wind chill will make it feel like low 30s, so dress nice and warm as you're heading out. What we're tracking here is a series of low pressure systems just rolling over the same spot. That would be upstate New York. And again, we're seeing this area of rain that's continuing to drop in from the northwest. Temperatures are very close to 32 degrees in the hilltops, so this is switching over to snow showers, and that will be the general trend over the next couple of days. Storm Tracker 2 Skycast, widespread rain tonight, some high elevation snowfall. Overnight lows drop down into the low 30s. Thursday morning, this is mostly cloudy. It's a mostly cloudy start. We're expecting rain and snow showers, the steadiest of which falls south of the Mohawk Valley. This will continue throughout the day, becoming widespread in the afternoon and evening. But again, this precipitation is fairly light, looking at temperatures in the upper 30s to near 40. Tomorrow night, we're looking at mostly cloudy skies, and on and off snow showers continue on Friday, but things will start to change. I think the snow showers will be coming to an end as we start the weekend. 1 to 3 inches of snow accumulation is expected tonight and tomorrow along the hilltop locations. The Mohawk Valley, we're expecting a trace to an inch of accumulation. And some of the highest elevations south of the valley could pick up 3 or more inches of snowfall. but that's going to be pretty limited just to the higher spots. Rain and snow showers tonight, low temperature of 33. Rain and snow showers continue tomorrow, a high of 40. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Snow showers Friday, 38. Looking at cloudy skies on Saturday, 42. Rain and snow showers return as we head into Sunday. It's windy, it's cold, and we're back to cloudy skies and snow showers Monday and Tuesday. The good news is that all this snow chances, as much as we talk about it, it's light. It's not like yesterday where it causes issues on the roads. It should be pretty limited.
Yeah, no heavy lake effect or any of that
Yes.
stuff. All right, that's good news. Well, you know what today is, right?
Today is a very special day.
It is a very special day, and because you're the one that reminded me, it was on this day back in November 12th, 1955, when lightning struck the clock tower in Hilldale. That lightning, channeled by Doc Brown, hit the flux capacitor and propelled Marty McFly back to the future.
70 years ago today on this
70
date.
years ago today. And then it was some 30 years later, 1985, he reappeared.
Still waiting for the hoverboards.
I know, we all are, aren't we? 70 years, Bill. And speaking of movies, a local movie shot right here in Herkimer County. The forecast with Chief Meteorologist Bill Carter. Going to need that warm clothing. It's chilly, it's cold, it's damp, it's rainy, it's a little snowy too. We've got it all.
We do have it all, but the road conditions are pretty good. So despite the snow, it's wet even where it is snowing. And that's going to be the case over the next couple of days. We're in this gloomy, stubborn weather pattern here for the next couple of days. And that means more showers and more clouds. A live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Rain and snow continue across central New York. It's not happening everywhere, but it's happening across most areas. Temperatures are going to hover right around freezing. Just a reminder, the snow season has begun after yesterday, of course. We picked up 5.8 inches of snowfall in the city of Utica. This puts us above average for the date by about 3 inches. This is more than we've had last year for the month of November. And again, we are above average at this point. It's a long season. We get 96 inches by the time all is said and done on average. Light rain, current temperature of 41 at Griffiths and Rome. With a light breeze, temperatures will stay above freezing tonight with rain and snow showers. We're tracking when these end coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. The Rome man accused of shooting someone.
Finally here. Stay informed with the WKTV weather app. Up to the second forecast that you need to keep your family safe. And make sure to download the WKTV News app for up-to-the-minute school closings and delays. The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We're taking a live look in downtown Utica. It's a dreary night across central New York, but somebody did catch a break in the overcast, and because of that, Rochelle was able to capture a brief glimpse of the northern lights tonight. This is in Colebrook around 10 o'clock. So, yes, it has been cloudy for like 99% of central New York, but in that one break, sometimes you can get lucky. I think that's going to be the exception rather than the rule tonight, but the northern lights are out. They're just behind cloud cover. And again, with all this rain around, it's just going to be really tough to just get any luck tonight, but you never know. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Bands of rain showers, some high elevation snow is taking place. Even where it is snowing, temperatures are above freezing, so it's having a hard time sticking, and it really shouldn't cause any traveling issues tonight or tomorrow. Temperatures will climb into the upper 30s tomorrow afternoon. With the wind, it's going to feel like low 30s. So another cold afternoon, dress nice and warm. We're also going to be tracking some rain and snow showers. Low pressure continues to drive our weather. This will be dropping in from the northwest. And again, we are tracking clouds, showers will continue as we get into tomorrow, even into early Friday. Storm Tracker 2 Skycast tonight. Rain and snow showers, overnight lows drop into the mid-30s, so we are generally above freezing. Tomorrow, cloudy skies. The most persistent precipitation will stay south of the Mohawk Valley during the morning, and then just about everybody has a few showers in the afternoon. Temperatures will climb into the upper 30s to near 40. Tomorrow night, mostly cloudy skies, lingering snow showers Friday. Precipitation looks generally light. Temperatures climbed into the upper 30s Friday afternoon. As far as snow accumulation goes, the Mohawk Valley doesn't see much. A trace to an inch. A lot of this falls as rain. The hilltop locations could pick up an inch or two of snowfall. Specifically, some of these higher elevations south of the Mohawk Valley could see 3 or more inches of snow tonight and tomorrow. So that could be just enough to make a few slippery spots out there. Rain and snow showers tonight, low of 33. Tomorrow, rain and snow showers, 40 for the high. Light snow showers continue Friday, 38. Cloudy skies Saturday and dry. Temperatures in the low 40s. Rain arrives Saturday night. A mix of rain and snow showers Sunday, windy, 43. Light snow showers Monday and Tuesday, temperatures in the mid to upper 30s.
Is this typical for this time of year, these temperatures? A
A little
cold.
bit below average. Yeah, we're usually mid to upper 40s by now.
All right.
Yeah,
Well, you know what today is, don't you?
it's a special day.
It is a special day, and you brought this to my attention. I had forgotten. I'm lax, you know what it is. It's because you're the one who reminded me, Bill. On this date, November 12th, 1955, is when lightning struck the clock tower in Hilldale. And that lightning, channeled by Doc Brown, hit the flux capacitor and propelled Marty McFly back to the future.
Back to 1985, 70
Yeah.
years ago today on this date.
And I wasn't there for it, but maybe I was.
Still waiting for the hoverboards.
I know. Wouldn't that be cool? Coming up next.